Are there any comments or questions by any of the board members?
I do. Defer to Mr. Gonzalez.
I would like to congratulate all the staff for doing such a great job and allowing our children to reach such a high marks. What a difference from 2005 to now to 2011 for our children in reaching these goals. We can see the pre-K program working as they move through the grades. And also the middle school, the high school. So again, congratulations to principals, vice principals, teachers, assistants, custodians, because they're all part of education, the security guards, everybody who has allowed our children to shine and keep shining. And God willing, next year we'll keep doing better and better. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Commissioner Trujillo?
Yes, thank you, Madam President. I'd also like to congratulate our superintendent, Mr. Pablo Munoz. It was under his tenure here that we are continuing to move forward as a district. He is able to move his agenda forward, his passion for the education of our children. He is able to instill that to his administrators around him and to each and every school family. We saw some of our children perform here today. I couldn't help but notice. I stayed here while the chorus sang Feliz Navidad, and you could see the joy in Mr. Mikros' face and the other administrators here and teachers and other principals and vice principals. They're just so happy to be around these children, and it takes a special person to take the vocation of education, to just want to mold these children and work for them and love them. I know I can see it in you. I don't experience it, but I can see it. It's evident in your faces and everything you do, and now it's evident in the scores and the way this district is moving forward. Although we have many critics who wish to criticize us simply for their own gain, the numbers do not lie. There is a lot of work to be done in the city of Elizabeth, but there has been a lot of gains, and I venture to say that it's done with a lot of love, and these are mostly minority children who, if it wasn't for the taxpayers of the great city of Elizabeth and their sacrifice and the state of New Jersey's commitment to education, it may not be possible. These things take a lot of resources to do, and that's tax dollars. There are people who criticize the amount of money that it takes, but how much money is enough when you're talking about children's lives and their future? I don't think if we're able to fight wars across the world to build nations, I think we can invest in our children's future. Every dollar is never too much. We greatly appreciate every dollar that's given and all the investment made. But again, it's all done under the leadership of Mr. Pablo Munoz, and I'd like to congratulate him, and I hope that he keeps up the good work.
If I may, Madam President.
Yes, Commissioner Silva.
First, I'd like to say good evening to everyone here and those of you that are viewing at home. I think it's important that we all acknowledge in what you just saw a couple minutes ago of the superintendent's report, not just based on the academics, perfect scores, but what's taking place in our district. Many of you know me because between me and Pastor Burgos, we're the two senior board members who've been here since 2002. We saw this district go through leadership change. We were criticized for it. Many times told us that nothing would change. We begged to differ. New board members came on board, and I can say that every board member up here is either a parent of a child who's in our school system or has gone through our school system. And we all put our passion and love into this board, into what needs to be done for this district. And today, you see a little glimpse of the large results that this district has achieved under the leadership of Pablo Munoz and his administration. I think it's commendable. Are we done? Not even close. Have we made significant strides in progress? Absolutely. If you said this in 2004 or 2005 when Pablo came on board and started changing the way this district functioned, many resisted the change, many said it couldn't be done, and did not want to accept change. Those of you who accepted the change, embraced it, and took on his leadership and said it can be done, today you have children, over 300 perfect scores. You have 3 blue ribbon schools, 11 new schools built. Kids are wearing uniforms, and the district is moving forward. If you don't think that's progress and this city is going in the right direction as a school district, then you're not watching closely. Or maybe you just don't have children in the school system and you don't care. For those of us who sit here, for those of you who sit at home and have children, I can see it in the schools, I see it around the neighborhoods. There's a lot of pride. The kids are learning. Parents are starting to get involved again. And you're going to see that Elizabeth, its evolution is starting all over again. It's time that more of you parents get involved, watch what your children are doing at home, ask questions, and ask for help. Our staff, the leaders in our schools, the leaders at Central Administration, and help prepare the curriculum from this district are here to help. Here's the changes. It's in here. A lot of people said that our scores will go down. We're outperforming the state, and we're on the right track. Pablo, for you, for our administration, for this board, I congratulate you all and a job well done. I'm happy to be part of this board, and as long as we keep on this track, I'll try to stay here as long as I can. Thank you.
Madam President, if I may, Mr. Munoz, once again, congratulations. Your staff, the teachers, the custodians, the food service workers, everyone has had, plays a key role in making sure that achievements like this happen. But I will disagree with my colleague, Commissioner Trujillo, when he says that he doesn't experience that feeling that he saw in Mr. Mikos' eyes. You do. I do. We all do. We all should, because you know what? A lot of the decisions that were made here on this dais allow Mr. Munoz the opportunity to really go after achieving what we all work very hard to, and is that excellent educational experiences for our children. I've had many conversations with Mr. Munoz, and to be where we are compared to where we were in 2005, it requires a total culture change, and that's what we're seeing here. Going from the other regimes to the one that we have now, it's a total shift in how we educate our children, and it requires buy-in not only from the staff and from Mr. Munoz's teachers and team members, but it also requires a buy-in from the community. And we're on our way. We're working very well, working very hard with the community to buy into the changes. And it's not only the achievements that we're having in the classrooms, which are fantastic. It's an achievement outside of what happens in the classroom. We have the #1 band in the country. Has that ever happened before here in the history of Elizabeth Public Schools, that we've had such an accomplishment by our band? We had our varsity high school football team. Although they gave it their best effort, they made it to the state finals. Our soccer team had a fantastic season. So it's not just achieving excellence in the classroom, it's achieving excellence as a community. And I want to thank you once again, Mr. Munoz, for allowing our children the opportunity to really excel and to be the best that they can be. Thank you.
Mr. Munoz, the administrators, the Elizabeth Public Schools, I'm honored to serve on this board. As an educator, I could appreciate even more everything is done for every single one of our children. My children graduated from the Elizabeth Public Schools. My daughter had the honor of graduating of the first Elizabeth High School Opera Academy, was the first graduating class. And I'm very happy that I chose to put her in the public schools. I truly believe that public schools offer the most, and not only in education, but opportunities for scholarships and geared to give our children the best guidance, values. We also have a great community, and we have to respect that community. We need to love everything that we do, and when we sit here, we do it with passion. Each one of us puts 100% of the time to make sure that each one of our children gets the best education that we could give. We have great leaders. We have Mr. Munoz. We have the assistant superintendents. We have the teachers, teachers' assistants, anybody, everybody. From the kitchen to the custodians to the security guards. That's our job. And we're making sure that we give everything to those children. When they go home, we know that we're giving the best to these children, and there's no doubts about it. So I am very honored to sit here and to thank each one of you for your contribution to this system.
Thank you. Any other board members? Well, yes.
Madam President, members of the board, especially Mr. Trujillo and Mr. De Silva, Vice President Nasco, and Mrs. Castillo, thank you very much. The words are very humbling. I did not expect the presentation to result in so many kind words, but I thank you very much. I think I learned very early in the superintendency that our work here was collective work. It was teamwork. And as much as the kind words that you extend are appreciated and very humbling, I think it's important for the community of Elizabeth to understand that the work that gets done in our schools, the direction of our school district with the adoption of vision statements that are bold and courageous, all begin with the 9 members of the board. And the board supports us in many ways, through adoptions of policy, through the approval of budgets that eventually get actualized in classrooms. But I guess the biggest support that we get from the Board of Ed is that they allow us to be singularly focused on improving the academic performance of our children. They are strong-minded and willed about becoming one of the best school systems in America, and they empower us to go do that in the classrooms every day with the people that we recruit, we develop, we celebrate, and that's how we get it done collectively. 9 members of the board and the 4,000 team members that come to work every day to educate the almost 25,000 students that we have in our schools. So I thank you very much. The kind words are kind of like what we used to say on the playground. I'm rubber, bounces off me, goes back to you guys. Because a lot of the work here is, if not all of it, is really from your leadership and the support we get from you guys. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Munoz. Thank you to all the board members. I would just like to add that this is a very passionate board, a very passionate district. We have passionate administrators, passionate teachers, principals, vice principals, custodians, cafeteria workers, every single person that's on this or in this district is very passionate about what they do, very dedicated, very committed to what we believe, and focused on making sure that these kids are getting, that the children in this community are getting the best education that they deserve to get in the state of New Jersey, in America. And I just have to, for a moment, say that, you know, the motives behind the things that we do are so genuine, and there's nothing else more that we want to see except these children succeed and be able to come back and be successful taxpayers, successful people, successful in all that they want to do. We just open the window so they can see ahead. And I just, I hope that that's what we all continuing to do. I know there's so many opportunities out there, and I just have to say thank you so much to my colleagues. Thank you so much to the superintendent, the administrators, all of the staff, all of the people, from keeping the grounds clean to just tapping the button on the computers. Every single person in this district, they work hard, very hard, not just the people that we always talk about in the top 10 that make every single school and every single principal and staff member dedicate their time to this. And it means so much when we see those accomplishments, when we see results like this that really speak to what we are really about and what we are doing. And most importantly, I have to say thank you to the parents, because without them, we couldn't do what we do. Thank you so much. I just wanted to get that out.